In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how I determine my directional bias for the week. And I'm just going to be walking you through the exact strategy that I use, ensuring the high and low of the week is in check, ensuring that I map out my zones, recorrecting my trend lines that needs to be recorrected. And currently, I'm looking at the chart and I'm seeing price stand down like significantly. Today I don't trade on Mondays as you know it. And if you are just coming across the channel for the first time, my name is Olaite Samuel and I'm a price action trader. I do want to like, share, subscribe to the channel. I share my weekly outlook every Monday 6 p.m. and if it does not drop 6 p.m., it's going to drop 6 a.m. as early as 6 a.m. on Tuesday. So let's just go into chat and I just show you what I'm looking at currently. So currently, I'm looking at the GBPUSD. Of course, I trade just GBPUSD for now. I can see rejections up of the psychological level that we have here, and let me just annotate a few things so we can be on the same page. I use the psychological level. Oh, sorry. I use the psychological levels. Okay, psychological levels. I use zones. Zones are the major things I pay attention to most times currently, and I use trend lines and I pay attention to chart pattern. And the chart pattern I pay attention to the most is the hold on, W and M chart pattern. So let me just annotate that W and M and W chart pattern. And on that we have, let me increase this, it can be much more here, so it should be much more clear. Let me change it to 18. Okay, so we should get M pattern. We have M pattern as an impulsive, sorry, impulsive, correctional, impulsive. We might have it overextend, we might have it at the immediate eyeball, just like that. We have M pattern, then we have W pattern, we have first leg, a correctional, impulsive, another correctional, it might be to the immediate low, or we might have an overextension, and then we have bump to the upside. So those are two chart pattern I actually pay attention to the most on GBP USD. And let me bring this back down. Another thing I pay attention to is candlestick patterns, and one of the candlestick pattern I pay attention to the most is the bullish engulfing. We have the morning star, we have the evening star. They work like magic around key zones. I also watch out for doji. We have the morning star doji and we have the evening star doji. Just ensuring that everything up. We are looking at their action, the way they react, the way price reacts at each key level. So that's very very important. So let's just get into fixing everything on the chart and just look at which direction we are going to be paying attention to. Currently, with what I'm seeing here, I'm most likely sure we should be doing more of sales this week. But let's not be too fast. Now, the first thing I do when I get into the chart is mark out my high and low of the week. That's the high and low of the first 2 4 candle to form for the week. And how do I determine that? I first of all, let's make this plain. Yes, yeah. So the first thing is marking out the high and low of the first 2 4 candle to form for the week. And as you can see, this is the first candle to form and this is the second candle to form, and this is the highest point price ever got to. This is the highest point price ever go to, and this is the lowest point price ever go to. So we are simply going to adjust our high and low of the week to those levels. Now I already have this annotated here. Just unlock it and then I move it. Okay, sorry. So I bring it to the high. That's the highest point price ever got to, this region here. Then I lock it. I'll do the same for the low of the week. Unlock, and then I drag it to the low of the week. That's the lowest point price ever got to. So I log that as well. So to determine the directional bias of the week, I look out for the first candlestick to close with a full body above or beneath the low of the high and low of the week. So as we have it here, that's why I said we should come into the higher time frame to make our conclusions and not just make our conclusions off of what we are seeing here. I said earlier that what I'm seeing here should be having more of sales to this week. But as we can see, coming to the higher time frame, we saw that our directional bias is actually bullish. It's actually bullish. We have this candlestick close bullish above the high of the week. So hence we should be expecting more of buys, although we are having this sell currently, we are having sales currently. But what we should still be doing much more is still buys. So let's just work on our trend lines and just see if everything is aligned. We have this trend line. We have a first touch here, second touch here. Let's just extend it. So price might just want to come to this trend line and then we have a reversal. We have a reversal. But let's see what price does. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I think this is still the major trend line. So overall, we are in the uptrend. So this move is just a correctional move for the another impulsive push as far as I can see. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. This is the 1 hour time frame. Is a zone that we had here. There is also a zone. I can see rejection from here. So this is a zone as well. Price has broken here. It is nice. This is just a fake out. Price is just coming to this trend and I'm sure will reversal. But we are not going to make any conclusions of what we are seeing currently. London session tomorrow. I'm going to come into the chart and I'm going to be approaching the chart with whatever price action I'm actually seeing. London session and New York session. If I don't see trade during London session, I'm going to be waiting for New York session. Let's check the news if there's any news currently. For tomorrow. This is Monday and Tuesday. Okay, we have CPI by 130. So I'm going to be trading I'm going to be trading after the news. I'm not going to be trading. If I see a trade during London session, I'm going to take it, but I'm going to ensure I'm out of the trade before 12. And if I'm going to be taking any trade during New York session, I'm going to ensure that it is after the news has happened. So that's currently what I'm looking at. So these are the major zones I'm looking at currently. We should just have price come to this trend line and then we have that impulsive move. So what we'll be looking out for is a bullish chart pattern around this region. We should have a W in this kind of move. Excuse me. Okay. We should have something like this. We should have something like this around this region. Yeah, we're going to be going in for a buy. Uh, we should have something like this. We are going to be going for a buy, and we should have a bullish engulfing. We should have a bullish RME around this region, signifying presence of buyers. We are going to be taking it. And anyhow it goes, I'm still going to be giving an update on Saturday. So do well to like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting the weekly recap on Saturday, and it's going to just contain all the trade I actually took for the week. So do well to stay connected, and that's it for now.